You know, the night audit is often thought of as this quiet, behind-the-scenes job, but honestly, it's the financial heartbeat of any successful hotel. In this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on its most critical stage, how we transform a whole day's worth of data into the key reports that guide a hotel's strategy day in and day out.
I'll be your guide for this. With years of experience in modern hotel operations, I'm really excited to walk you through these core concepts. My goal is to help you build a super strong foundation for your career in this incredible industry. So here's what we've got on tap today. First, we'll tackle the why of it all, really understanding the role of reporting. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of the specific reports you'll be handling. After that, we'll look at the auditor's workflow step by step, talk about why accuracy is absolutely everything, and then wrap it all up by seeing how this one nightly process shapes the hotel's entire strategy.
All right, let's dive right in. Before we talk about what we do, we really have to get our heads around why we do it. The whole point of the night audit's reporting phase is to create perfect crystal clarity out of what was, let's be honest, a day full of controlled chaos.
I mean, just think about it for a second. In a single day, you've got hundreds of check-ins, countless restaurant charges, room service orders, spa treatments, payments coming in from everywhere. How on earth does a hotel take all of that and turn it into a single, coherent picture of how it performed? And that's exactly where the night audit comes in. It's this critical moment where all that raw data from the day gets processed, organized, and transformed into structured, actionable information. And that's the key word, actionable. This is the information that management needs to make smart decisions. Okay, so let's get into the specifics. What are the actual tools in the auditor's toolkit? Well, these reports are the main output of the entire process. And trust me, each one has a very, very important job to do. We have to start with the big one, the daily revenue report. You'll often just hear it called the morning report. Think of this as the 30,000-foot view. It's designed for senior management to get a quick, clear summary of yesterday's financial performance. All the key stats are right here: total revenue, occupancy, and of course, the average daily rate, or ADR. Next up is the manager's report, and this one really shows you the auditor's role as a problem solver. This isn't just about numbers, it's a critical communication tool. It flags real-time issues, things like a room status conflict or a guest who's gone way over their credit limit, so that department heads can jump on it and take action first thing in the morning.
Then we've got the cashier report summary, and just like the name says, this is all about following the money. It pulls together every single payment handled by the front desk and other outlets, and it carefully balances all the cash and credit card transactions. For the accounting team, this report is absolutely essential. It's what they use to verify the day's earnings and get the bank deposits ready.
So, as you can see, each of these reports is talking to a totally different person. The general manager, they want that high-level snapshot from the daily revenue report. The department heads, they need the nitty-gritty operational details from the manager's report. And accounting, they live and breathe the cashier summary for financial reconciliation. Each report is perfectly tailored for who needs to see it.
We also have the City Ledger Transfer Report. Now, the key concept here is all about cash flow. This report is tracking any guest balance that wasn't settled at checkout. Think about your big corporate accounts or bookings made through travel agents. Being meticulous here is non-negotiable because it directly impacts how quickly the hotel actually gets paid for its services.
And finally, let's talk about the room statistics reports. This is where the night audit directly feeds into future strategy. I'm talking about the detailed data. Who stayed with us, when they stayed, what kind of room they booked. This stuff is absolute gold for the revenue management team. They use these insights to spot trends, fine-tune pricing, and forecast demand for the future. So now that we know what the reports are, let's take a look at how they're actually made. The auditor's workflow is a really systematic process, and it's designed to make sure nothing ever gets missed. The whole thing really boils down to 4 clear steps. First, you generate the full set of reports right from the property management system. Second, and listen, this is the most important step, you have to meticulously review every single report for accuracy. Third, once you've verified everything, you distribute them to the right departments. And finally, you document that the distribution is complete, which creates that crucial paper trail. Let's zero in on that second step, the review. This is really where the night auditor becomes the guardian of the hotel's financial integrity. It's a huge responsibility. And the impact of this review step? It's massive. See, finding a discrepancy isn't just about fixing one number. It's about fixing a broken process. If a room status is wrong, that triggers a review of procedures between housekeeping and the front office. If a restaurant charge is missing, it leads to an investigation of a potential system glitch. The auditor's diligence here stops small mistakes from snowballing into huge problems.
And you have to remember, the importance of this work goes way beyond just the next morning. These documents aren't just temporary notes. They become part of the hotel's permanent financial record. These are legal documents essential for official audits, for tax compliance, and for long-term strategic analysis.
And that brings us to our final section, where we connect this daily, detailed task to the hotel's bigger picture, its long-term vision, and its success.
At the end of the day, you can think of the night audit reports like the roots of a giant tree. They are absolutely foundational. They provide the daily nourishment for smart operational decisions. They anchor the long-term financial stability of the entire business, and they create the transparency and accountability that lets a culture of excellence grow and thrive throughout the whole hotel.
So while the work might seem administrative on the surface, it is anything but. The night auditor's precision and diligence provide the reliable, solid data that powers the entire hotel engine, from the front lines all the way up to high-level strategy.
The work is precise, the responsibility is significant, and the impact is undeniable. So the real question for you is, are you ready to be the one who builds that foundation of excellence, one accurate report at a time?